Hey there, I wanted to show you a couple of ways you can access the Release STAAR exams so you can either practice as a student or you can show your students what the exam looked like last time it was administered. So I just go to Google and I click on STAAR Released Test. Now, if you were the teacher and you simply want to see what the STAAR test looks like, you're going to click here. And you can also see the URL up here at the top if that helps you get to where you want. So go down to the tab of the year that you want to take a look at. I need to look at high school, English 1 or English 2. So the test is going to be the one that takes you out of this browser, so test form. So click on that, hit OK, because again, you're going to be going outside of the website and into Cambium's assessment platform. And from here, it'll just open up the test and you can see what kind of questions were on it. You can see what the reading was, all of those things. You can also see what the dictionary looks like and how that works for students. Um, Kiddos get notepads if they want to write down notes, although they should also get scrap paper during the administration of the test if that's easier for them. But yeah, you can go ahead and scroll through these. Unfortunately, it's one by one. And let me try to get in here. You have to go section by section as well to see the different questions. So that's one way to just simply look at the test. The other way, if you want to actually practice the test, is to go here to practice and released tests. And this is good if your students require accommodations for the test so they can actually practice with the accommodations or become familiar with the accommodations before actually testing. Go down to online practice tests and click on practice test login. You're going to continue as a guest. Again, continue as a guest. And then you're going to select your test. So I'm going to go back again to, I want to practice the STAAR release test. These are, I feel like, the more accurate tests. And English is down here at the bottom. Here is the English 1 release test. Now, when I click on this, I've got the accommodations here where I can set these up. Auto text to speech will, as the name implies, automatically read every question and every answer choice to students. And a lot of our students really find this off-putting. They don't like it. So we normally do not do auto text to speech. The regular text to speech is going to be down here where students get to choose when to listen to the text to speech option. The other option that high school ESL and EB students get is content and language supports. I definitely recommend turning this on so students can see what that looks like. All right, go ahead and hit select. They will have you go through the TTS check, and your students can do that. I'm just going to skip it for now and hit begin test. Okay, and here we can see already how this looks a little different. We've got the content language support in here. One thing I really push students to do is use the text to speech for the beginning part of the passage. Okay, and so I think that's also really helpful for our students to hear about what the selection is about in a very general way, so they've got that background knowledge activated. Again, we can see the content language supports. This is just giving some background information. This is simplifying the language. This is giving an actual definition of the word. And over here, we can see an example of a picture where they sometimes just show a picture of it. Okay, now of course, text to speech will not read out loud the actual passage, but again, we see the content languages in here to help support our students. So I always like looking at this version when I'm working with EB students or students who have these accommodations through their ARD. If you have any other questions, feel free to leave them in the comments below, and good luck to your students on the STAAR exam.